student is seriously injured when struck by a car this week at JSU, and the university president is calling on state officials to improve pedestrian safety.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wedowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
22-year-old Leah Tarvin of Holly Pond, who's majoring in forensic science, was struck by a northbound car around 5:45 Wednesday afternoon in front of Brewer Hall on Alabama Highway 21. She was taken by helicopter to UAB Hospital, where she was listed in very critical condition. Her family has posted a request for prayers on Facebook. JSU President Don Killingsworth says the university had already reported 4 pedestrians injured in 3 accidents this year on highways 21 and 204, which both intersect the campus. Killingsworth says university officials have met with state highway officials several times asking for safety improvements on both roads, but they have so far been turned down. Here's the Alabama Department of Transportation's email address for the public to report traffic dangers. Killingsworth has asked the public to contact ALDOT directly and voice their concerns about traffic safety on those 2 highways. In spite of serious damage done to Anniston Centennial Memorial Park 2 weeks ago by a motorist who smashed against its monuments, the park will host the area's annual Veterans Day ceremony next Friday morning as usual. Anniston Public Relations Director Jackson Hodges says the ceremony will begin at 11 a.m. It'll be followed at 2 p.m. by Anniston's annual Veterans Day parade down Noble Street. The city will block off Noble from 8th Street to 18th Street from noon until 4 that afternoon. 6 people were arrested Thursday afternoon at a house in Fruithurst and charged with numerous drug and weapons violations. Cleburne County Chief Deputy John Daniels said officers served a search warrant at the home around 5 p.m. and arrested those suspects without incident. Here's a photo of the items confiscated during the drug raid, which followed an investigation by several law enforcement agencies in both Alabama and Georgia. Daniels said the operation took a substantial amount of narcotics off of Cleburne County's roadways. The 6 people arrested face charges ranging from trafficking methamphetamines, unlawful possession of controlled substances, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia, unlawful possession of marijuana in the 2nd degree, possession of a pistol without a permit, and parole violations. All 6 were taken to the Cleburne County Jail. When we come back, we'll tell you about plans for a local Christmas program based on traditions from ages past.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
This weekend marks the end of daylight saving time, which means that you need to turn your clocks back 1 hour before going to bed Saturday night. But be careful. Modern devices such as computers, smartphones, and digital watches do those changes automatically. So don't mess with those time settings unless you really want to be an hour late for everything on Sunday. And speaking of turning the clock back, the Choccolocco Creek Watershed will be turning back the clock several centuries as it presents its first ever Medieval Canterbury Christmas on Saturday, November the 19th at the Oxford Civic Center. Watershed Coordinator Robin Duncan says lots of unique activities are being planned.
We have over 16 different merchants, as well as we'll have booths and activities that'll be going on. We have like a children's area, the Squire booth. We have nights that will be doing reenactments and workouts. We have archery area, farm animals that will be there, llamas and goats and everything else walking around in 2 different areas. We do have chess tournaments, as well as we do have some conservation and cooking demonstrations, and we'll have Father Christmas walking around.
Duncan says the program will feature many forms of entertainment featuring students from Jacksonville State University.
We have minstrels walking around and plays that will be going on, so look for those. Professor Clements of JSU, he has written the plays and will be there as well. We have a king and queen, you can have your pictures made with them, and a photo booth.
Duncan says the Medieval Canterbury Christmas will help generate funds for the Choccolocco Preserve, Nature Center, Arboretum, Trail System, and other projects in the 4 counties that border Choccolocco Creek.
And all of this is for the trails, for the preserve that Choccolocco Creek Watershed is in the development stage of. We already have our kayak and our educational pavilion and a walk and hiking trail, but we're adding more trails to this, as well as other developments that are in the process also.
Admission is only $1 for the Christmas program. The Watershed's also having a preview night on Friday, November the 18th for its supporters. Details of both events are available on the Watershed's Facebook page. We'll take a look at the weather when we come back.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today.
A look ahead at our 7-day forecast. Warm and dry weather is expected to continue for the next several days, with highs reaching into the low 80s. But a cool down may bring more seasonal temperatures to East Alabama by the end of next week. Thank you for joining us for East Alabama Now Local News. Remember to check back every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for a look at what's happening in our community. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow us on all of our social media platforms. Have a great weekend.